Akbar, Allahu 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 Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. My mothers of the human race, yes. Today, as we've been looking at the health of the human race, the health of every child, a boy, a girl, and you, the big mothers in your 20s, in your 30s, and grandmas, because we wanted or I want to open a new page of the most clean, beautiful religion that respects and honors the divine honorable ties that was kind of honor to our mothers on this planet. In that, we are going to look at health of you as a mother, a very beautiful mother, health of your children, health of your societies. I remember I did say use the word societies, but we are going to look at the word societies at a different time so that we can understand what does societies mean. However, let's continue looking at health, your health. When we speak of your health in the most holy, beautiful religion, Islam, we speak of a mother. You woke up this very beautiful day with your children, maybe 3-month-old. The other one is 8, the other one is 10. And they're all your children because they have life in them. And it's because you are the mother of them. And the rest of your members of family, maybe your mother lives in a different village, not very far from you, or in a town or somewhere. So with that, I would say to you, my mothers of the human race, that I'll call the azan, which is required of me, and it's a celestial obligation to call the azan or ashahad, the takbir, as well as ashahad al-mustaqim, to remind you of that very special celestial obligation, divine, all special celestial obligation of your duty and honor the task, as well as any one of your children should listen and be very, very attentive to be reminded of the beauty of this very, very most holy, beautiful religion, Islam, of which, in a certain way, life is we can say life, but Mamiya, I started with Islam. Life is a religion, and that very most extraordinarily, very, very beautiful, very, very beautiful, holy religion is Islam. So with that, I say, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. 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 Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Yes, mothers of the human race, mothers of human beings, we look in great detail about what life is to you, a mother who has a 3-month little girl or a little boy, a 3, a 5 or 8 boy or girl, and the other one is maybe 13 or 10 or 12. And you are the mother of those children. You love them, they love you, they call you mommy, mommy. Whenever you turn around, the 10-year-old one or the 11-year comes in the key, whatever you are doing, and the other 5 and whatever. They say, mommy, how are you? And you have a 3-month-old little girl whom you are breastfeeding, and you are healthy. Your mother too is healthy. That's what life means. That's what the holy divine holy task which was honored to you by Allah, that's what it means. To keep this very most holy beautiful religion, Islam, to keep this very most holy beautiful religion life, clean, pure, very, very, very clean. When I say clean, is that you should keep your health, your brain, and your heart in a very, very pristine and very, very clean beauty of the most holy, beautiful religion, Islam. I would give you an advice. I'll give every mother an advice. Because mothers are flowers. Mothers are very, very special flowers. You can wake up today and can pick seeds for flowers or a pot of flowers which are already in pots. You can get 4 or 5. Put each in every one of your rooms, or put each. Or you can plant your own flowers. Because I said get seeds. You put them on your veranda. Those pots of flowers that you put on your veranda can help you understand how beautiful life is. Because the flower, the only beautiful beauty it displays towards you as human beings, towards your eyes, is how beautiful Islam is. It can display that in all exuberance of rhythms, of perfumes and colors, of every color, extraordinary, many, many colors that many of you don't understand that. But that's how beautiful flowers, that's how beautiful Islam is. So a flower, if it's there, if there are those which you can plant yourself, some of these things we call vegetables, they're flowers, like carrots, they're flowers. Flowers that can give an extra whatever. Every flower on this planet gives a beauty interpretation of how beautiful life is, how beautiful this celestial obligation of beauty to life, to peace, harmony, tranquility is to each and every one of you, as mothers, as well as the children, so that they record this very, very beautiful beauty of interpretation of the religion in which we are created. the rest of the entire universe. Our religion is pure, clean Islam. Islam is a religion. Islam is life. Islam is life without any of your men what you call conjectured things that men had kind of or whatever they tried to put here, which has given you proof and everything of their own, in their own world of water, their own world of our way of life, their diseases, the pandemic, of which I did tell you, human beings, my mothers. I just wanted to concentrate on something that, because you say life is a religion, and that most extraordinary, beautiful religion is Islam. So with that, Allah is Rabb, the creator of everything that exists, and is a sustainer. So in that beautiful interpretation, I wanted to continue on the Al-Mustaqim, looking at the Magna Carta. While we look at the Magna Carta, the UN and Magna Carta, UN Foundation Stone, and we look at the World Health Organization Stone, World Health and UNICEF, and what have you, all these bodies that human had in whatever, saying that these are our body structures where we look at and say we interpret our way of life on this planet. Whereas the UN, United Nations Assembly, has a charter which was drafted by Magin, or which is a Magna Carta, which interprets the beauty of life and integrities and everything of what human beings are. However, as I said to my mothers, it was never properly explained to you as mothers, because the charter of the UN came into existence after Second World War, when men gathered and said, how can we keep what is remaining of our dignity in line with that holy divine interpretation? So the Magna Carta, the mother, the beautiful mother, did put it on the table and say, use this. If you have respect to your brains and your integrities, maybe your future, your generations in the future will be able to understand what really life is and what really is their true in the region of their bodies. And when I say true religion, I mean a true religion that interprets the beauty of what human see, either men or women that you see in your mirrors or in your faces, because you might not be able to see it, look into a mirror, unless you can because sometimes when it rains, you can look in the puddle and see, you can see your image. Yes, the reflection of what you see. You buy a mirror and put it in your whatever, and you look at it. Some of you are driving in cars, you can use your mirror, your side there, whatever of you can't see how your face looks like. The region that constructs that very whatever that you call your face from the day, because you wouldn't go as far as the day when you couldn't, but I would try to put it on the table that you were in your 20s, 40s, 50s, and at one given time, you were a one day year old boy or old girl. But now, you are in your 40s, 50s, and some of you have children, some of you have grandchildren. So with that, be reminded to keep the region in which you are born and from a one day little boy or little girl up to this day, because before you had this very beautiful interpretation of what life means to you, is that some of you had their ways Some of you said that we are laboratory technicians, we are this and that. And I say, yes, you can have assumed that you are, but the interpretation of the beauty of life is that life is a religion, and that most extraordinary, beautiful religion is Islam. And in order to avoid being contaminated with disease and conjectured, what you call, because anything conjectured can always be interpreted as disease. It can pass on a disease through a world that human cannot see. We saw men have been consuming alcohol for years. Men have been desecrating every genetic structures of their own bodies. We saw men have been spilling blood of their own kind. All that is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. That is why, because that was a world which I showed mankind that these are the 11th centuries. I said to each and every one of you to go through the archives, memory archives of your own, whatever, when you look at yourself as a 2-month little or a 5-year little boy or running towards your mother and running towards your grandma and this and that. So with that, life is a religion, my mothers, and keep it very clean and pure. Do not put add-ons. These add-ons, you see, they can be very, very costly. Very, very costly. You read the Quran and read it with beauty and love. Love the religion from which we are all created. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.